I've analysed thousands of sales videos and run hundreds of training sessions on creating videos, and these are the common mistakes that I see over and over. 1. Sellers just take selfie videos and don't share screen. 2. If they do share screen, they share something relevant to their product, but not their customer. 3. Their videos are super long and boring. 4. Sellers send 5 videos with no response, give up, and then say videos don't work. So in this module, I'll be running you through 1. Why you should send videos and the results you can get. 2. The technicalities and logistics of sending a video. 3. What to share screen on. 4. How to use the 5 pillars in the messaging of your video. And 5. General best practices for length and tonality. So let's get into it. So why should you even send videos in the first place? The biggest battle salespeople have is standing out from everyone else and all the other sellers. C-level, VP, and directors receive hundreds of sales emails and LinkedIn messages a week, but over 95% of them are just written words. In addition, you can't tell if a written message is sent from a robot or a real person. So getting creative with a video is a great way to show you're a real person with a unique face and voice. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to just 10% when reading it in text. But hundreds of salespeople I've trained tell me that videos don't work for them. And typically it's because their testing consists of just sending 3 to 4 videos, or in the other extreme, spamming 100 leads with the same video. A lot of salespeople also send cringe videos like this with this silly sign. I'd feel embarrassed sending that, and no wonder they don't get responses. Videos are just like any other prospecting method. There needs to be a combo of quality and quantity. So let's teach you how to do that. The purpose of using video is not to have your prospects stuck looking at your face while you talk to them. There are great tools out there like Loom, Vidyard, and many others that will allow you to share screen. But the problem is that when most sellers share screen, they focus on something related to them and their product and not their customers. In my case, I could share this section of our website, but it just lists features of our services, which may not be relevant to the other person. So remember this, the screen share should be about your customer, not you. When deciding what to share, I first check out someone's LinkedIn page to see if they actively post. Looking at Gabriel Lulo here, the CEO of AliLoop, Gabe is great because he is super active on LinkedIn with lots of content and videos. So I could easily share screen on one of these posts and use that as the observation. But not everyone is active on LinkedIn, and less than 5% of users regularly post content. So in these cases, I can instead find something about the company to mention. So I'm going to focus on something else that most companies will have, which is a website. Now, looking at AliLoop's website, I will start by checking out their resources page, which shows the content they have, and case studies, which will tell me the clients they're proud of. So here I see they have ZoomInfo as a client, which is a well-known sales technology. Again, their impressive case study is something that I can share screen on and talk about, which is about them, not me. In addition to LinkedIn and company websites, other places you can look for screen share inspiration are the news, annual reports, interviews or podcasts, job posts, or even their videos and their YouTube. Now remember, whatever you share screen on will become part of the thumbnail they'll see before clicking play, which is why if it's about them, not you, your click rate is going to increase. So pause the video here, pick your dream lead, and think what's a web page that is about them and not you that you can share screen on. After deciding what you want to show your prospect, you need to decide what to say. Just like we've discussed in our previous modules, you want to use the 5 pillars, and a quick recap of what those 5 are. 1, the observation. 2 and 3, your material and spiritual challenges. 4, your solution via a customer story or content. And 5, the call to action to take a next step. Like we discussed in the cold calling module, your tone of voice matters just as much as what you say. So keep your pacing relaxed by taking a breath between sentences, and avoiding the sales alter ego by speaking as if you were chatting to a colleague. We also recommend to write notes instead of a script so that you sound more natural and not too robotic. So in this case, for Gabriel, I'd write notes like, observation is they're hiring, they have a case study with ZoomInfo. Spiritual challenge, he may be frustrated, their salespeople don't use such great case studies. Material challenge, it can take 3 months for them to ramp up SDRs. Solution, operatics reduce their ramp time by 50%. Call to action, give him the sales playbook. So I'm now going to show the video I created for Gabe using those 5 pillars to help provide some inspiration when you create yours. Hi Gabriel, I saw you've got this amazing case study with ZoomInfo and the amount of revenue that your team created for them. I thought what may be a challenge, because I also saw here that you're hiring sales development positions, is as you're hiring, I think it can take about 3 months to ramp up an SDR for them to hit target. And it can be frustrating sometimes when your team are pitching more features and functions versus using the case studies like ZoomInfo. And I see you're in the world of sales outsourcing. You may have heard of Operatics, who is a similar company to yours. They also had problems with like onboarding SDRs in terms of like getting them familiar with customer stories, like the one you've got with ZoomInfo. And we created a sales playbook for them that actually reduced their onboarding time by 50%. So would you be interested in having a look at our playbook template to see if it could help you? So pause the video and write down your notes for your 5 pillars. Don't record the video yet though, as I'm going to share a few best practices first. Now comes the scary part. You have to film your video. The video I just created for Gabriel is not perfect. And here's a tough truth. Perfectionism does not exist. I love the Salvador Dali quote, have no fear of perfection as you'll never reach it. A lot of salespeople I train take 30 minutes just to record one video and then do 10 retakes. That's not scalable. And actually a few ums and ahs can make you sound less robotic and more human. Before you record, outside of your pillars and screen share we discussed, here are some more best practices. 1. Video length, aim for 1 minute or less. Think of YouTube Shorts. Their max video length is 1 minute, and they didn't pick that length randomly. That is unfortunately the attention span of people these days. 2. Be natural instead of perfect, like Salvador Dali. Remember, this isn't meant to be a theatrical masterpiece. If your video is relevant and your point comes across clearly, then you've achieved your goal. 3. Challenge yourself to spend no more than 10 minutes per video. This is important because, like any other method of prospecting, volume matters. If you spend 1 hour per video, you're not going to have enough time to get results. 4. Even if you share screen, still turn your camera on. It helps create a human connection. The most common video recording tools like Vidyard and Loom will have the option to screen share and also show your face. Now hit pause as it's time to record that video, and then once you've done it, share it with a colleague to get feedback. Videos will probably take you more time than any other method of outreach we'll talk about, so you need to do everything in your power to get them viewed. When you first start filming, the recording tool will also generate a title. Think of this like the subject line of your emails and change this to something relevant to your customer. So for Gabe's video, I've put here ZoomInfo case study. This will hopefully get his attention because it is a client they work with. Now videos can be sent from email, LinkedIn or SMS, but to get the most bang for your buck, share them with your prospect across lots of different channels. Also, instead of just sending a hyperlink, always use the option to share the thumbnail. It gives your prospect a sneak peek of what they'll see, and this will increase your click rate. As well as the thumbnail, also use one line of text to create curiosity. Here's an example from my video for Gabe. Hey Gabe, nice case study with ZoomInfo. Here's a video about your new SDRs using it more. Then I'd insert the video with the thumbnail. As we discuss in the email module and sequences and follow-up module, you need to always bump your videos. Just reply to the thread with something like, any feedback here, Gabriel? The only goal is to draw more attention to your video as you put a lot of effort into it. So here's a quick summary of how to use video. 1, if you're going to put the effort into filming a video, make sure you are sharing screen on something worth showing. It should capture your prospects' attentions and be about them, their website, their social media, their content, not yours. 2, use the 5 pillars like you do for all the other channels we've discussed. 3, aim for a relaxed tone. Be prepared with notes, but please don't read from a script because you'll sound robotic. 4, keep your videos short and sweet. Aim for less than 1 minute in general. 5, increase your click rate by setting a relevant title, sharing a thumbnail, sharing across multiple channels, bumping, and finally creating curiosity with one line of text. 6, perfectionism is the enemy of progress, so please don't spend more than 10 minutes on any video. Now go out there and create some killer videos. That's the end of this free video, but if you'd like to have unlimited access to the full course, you can sign up in the link below.